Hello friends, how are you all doing? Today I am making a video on cells, components and their functions. Let us see the video. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe. Now let us discuss about some discoveries about the cell parts. The basic structural unit of life, the cell, is discovered by Robert Hooke in 1665. It was Robert Brown who observed the nucleus in the cell for the first time. Purkinje observed the protoplasm in the cell. Robert Hooke observed the cells in a cork slice with the help of a primitive microscope which was invented by Leeuwenhoek in 1674. The cell theory that all the plants and animals are composed of cells and that the cell is the basic unit of life was present by a botanist named Schleiden. Now let us discuss about the basic fundamental unit of life, that is cell. Now let us see the different types of cell organelles present in a cell. Plasma membrane, nucleus, nuclear membrane, centrioles, vacuole, Golgi apparatus, ribosomes, mitochondria, rough endoplasmic reticulum, smooth endoplasmic reticulum are some of the most important cell organelles. Now let us discuss about the plasma membrane. This is the outermost covering of the cell that separates the content of the cell from its external environment. The plasma membrane allows or permits the entry and exit of some materials in and out of the cell. It also prevents movement of some other materials. Therefore, the plasma membrane or cell membrane is called as selectively permeable membrane. Something similar to this happens in the cells when, for example, some substance like CO2 accumulates in high concentration inside the cell. In the cell's external environment, the concentration of CO2 is low as compared to that inside the cell. As soon as there is a difference of concentration of CO2 inside and outside of a cell, CO2 moves out of the cell from a region of high concentration to a region of low concentration outside the cell by the process of diffusion. Water also obeys the law of diffusion. The movement of water molecules through such a selectively permeable membrane is called osmosis. The movement of water from a region of high water concentration through a selectively permeable membrane to a region of low water concentration till equilibrium is reached is called as osmosis. In plant cells, in addition to the plasma membrane, have another rigid outer covering called the cell wall. The cell wall lies outside the plasma membrane. The plant cell wall is mainly composed of cellulose. When a living plant cell loses water through osmosis, there is a shrinkage or contraction of the contents of the cell away from the cell wall. This phenomenon is known as plasmolysis. The nucleus is a membrane-bound organelle that contains genetic material of the eukaryotic organisms. It's the largest organelle inside the cell, taking about 1/10 of the entire cell volume. The nucleus has a double-layered covering called nuclear membrane. The nuclear membrane has pores which allow the transfer of material from inside the nucleus to its outside, that is to the cytoplasm. The nucleus contains chromosomes which are visible as rod-shaped structures. Nucleus also plays a crucial part along with the environment in determining the way of the cell, how it will develop and what form it will exhibit at maturity by directing the chemical activities of the cell. In some organisms like bacteria, the nuclear region of the cell may be poorly defined due to the absence of a nuclear membrane, such as undefined nuclear region containing only nucleic acids is called a nucleoid. Cytoplasm is a jelly-like substance that fills each cell and is enclosed by the cell membrane. In eukaryotic cells, the cytoplasm includes all of the materials inside the cell and outside of the nucleus. Cell organelles are enclosed by membranes. Beside the absence of defined nuclear region, the membrane-bound cell organelles are also absent. The significance of membranes can be illustrated with an example of viruses. Viruses lack any membrane and hence do not show any characteristics of life until they enter in a living body and use its cell machinery to multiply. Now let us discuss about Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus was discovered by Camillo Golgi. The Golgi apparatus consists of a system of membrane-bound vesicles arranged approximately parallel to each other in stacks called cisterns. Golgi apparatus functions include the storage, modification, and packaging of products in vesicles. In some cases, complex sugars may be made from simple sugars in the Golgi apparatus. The Golgi apparatus is also involved in the formation of lysosomes. Now we shall discuss about endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum is a large network of membrane-bound tubes and sheets. It looks like long tubes are round or long bags. The endoplasmic reticulum is similar in nature to the plasma membrane. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum: rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The rough endoplasmic reticulum looks rough under a microscope because it has particles called ribosomes attached to its surface. The ribosomes, which are present in all active cells, are the sites of protein manufacture. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum helps in the manufacture of fat molecules or lipids important for the cell function. Some of these proteins and lipids help in building the cell membrane. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum plays a crucial role in detoxifying many poisonous drugs. Thus, one function of the endoplasmic reticulum is to serve as the channel for the transport of materials between various regions of the cytoplasm or between the cytoplasm and the nucleus. A lysosome is a membrane-bound cell organelle that contains digestive enzymes. Lysosomes are involved with various cell processes. Lysosomes are a kind of waste disposal system of the cell. These help to keep the cell clean by digesting any foreign material as well as worn out cell organelles. Lysosomes are able to do this because they contain powerful digestive enzymes capable of breaking down all organic material. When the cell gets damaged, lysosomes may burst and the enzymes digest their own cell. Therefore, lysosomes are also known as the suicide bags of the cell. Mitochondria are membrane-bound cell organelles that generate most of the chemical energy needed to power the cell's biochemical reactions. Chemical energy produced by the mitochondria is stored in a small molecule called adenosine triphosphate, that is ATP. Mitochondria are strange organelles in the sense that they have their own DNA and ribosomes. Therefore, mitochondria are able to make some of their own proteins, and therefore they are called as the energy currency of the cell or the powerhouse of the cell. Now let us discuss about plastids, which are only present in plant cell. Plastids are of three types. Number 1, chromoplast, colored plastids. Number 2, leucoplast, which are colorless plastids. Number 3, chloroplasts, which are of only green color. The internal organization of the chloroplast consists of numerous membrane layers embedded in a material called the stroma. Vacuoles are storage sacs for solid or liquid content. Vacuoles are small sized in animal cells, while plant cells have very large vacuoles. The central vacuole of some plant cells may occupy 50 to 90% of the cell volume. In plant cells, vacuoles are full of cell sap and provide turgidity and rigidity to the cell. Some important substances like amino acids, sugars, various organic substances, and some proteins are stored in vacuoles.